Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, and we are back with Love Island. We are about to start Love Island Volume 1, Episode 3. Last time, we finally met the girlies, and I knew there was always going to be at least one troublemaker in the group. That person is Eve. We don't like her, we don't get along with her well. She wants every single guy to swoon and fall at her feet, but she wants to choose which guy that she gets to choose, and doesn't like when they step out of line. And even when she has chosen the guy that she wants, aka in this time, even though she's coupled up with Andre, she really, really likes Zen. And she wants Zen, so she's all over him, but she doesn't want Andre to step out of line still. She doesn't want him going on dates with other people or flirting with other girls or anything like that, even though she doesn't really like him that much. It's pretty obvious. So, um, that's my viewpoint on her. The other girlies were really cute. I do like the way that Candace reacts with the rest of the girls and stuff like that. She does get jealous very easily, though. Um, I would classify her as a pick me girl for sure. She is coupled up with Zen, but when Zen kissed Eve in the kissing game, she was not happy about that because she's like, I'm so glad that you didn't. I can't believe that you didn't kiss me. We're in a couple together. That's why I kissed you. If I knew that we were just going to kiss whoever we wanted because of the challenges, then I would have kissed Oscar. And then Oscar ended up kissing us both times, which made her extremely upset. And it resulted in him and Leah pulling him into a three-way chat to talk about this love triangle that they have going on. So it kind of sucks just because we did get so attached to Oscar like pretty quickly. Like, it's very playful, a very cute relationship that we have with him, cute connection. But now, like, he has two other girls that are falling over him, and then we're also involved. It just seems so messy. And Andre's kind of just thrown to the side, but Andre is someone who I would get along with in real life. And I feel like that would be someone that I could see being like my future person. Like, that's how I can see my future person being like. So we went on a little mini date with Andre, and we had a really nice time. We got to know him a little bit better, how he views the world and what he wants in a person, and how he doesn't care for the drama, just wants to be out of it. And I completely understand that. I like hearing the tea. I don't like being involved in the tea. So completely understandable. But we just found out, leading up to this, we just found out that we're all taking a compatibility test. And based on these compatibility tests, we are going to be recoupled into those who we are the most compatible with. So we could end up being matched with Zen, even though we don't want to be matched with Zen. But I feel like we don't have anything in common with him. So I think we're good there, but I feel like it could be a toss up between Oscar and Andre. So let's get right into it and start the next episode. Welcome back to Love Island, where an upcoming compatibility test will decide who the couples are. I'm glad it's not me in there. I failed every test I've ever done. Oh no. I even failed the application form for a member's card at my local supermarket once. Apparently, shed isn't a valid address, and pun artist isn't a recognized job title. Anyways, let's see how the compatibility will mix this villa up. You're all still taking in the news of the upcoming compatibility test. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm excited for this. I think it's the perfect opportunity for the people with the most chemistry to end up together. She's so hoping her and Zed will get matched here. Yeah, Eve blurtily eyes Zen. I wonder if it's Zen or if it actually is pronounced Zane, but it's just spelt that way. But I'm gonna just say Zen because it makes the most sense to me. And, for consistency between episodes. I couldn't agree more, Eve. Oh gosh, here we go. Candace's gaze falls on Oscar. Then you notice Leah flashing Andre a flirty smile. What is going on here? There's a lot of intense eye contact going on. Yeah, seriously. I think we're all just making our feelings clear, right, girls? Yeah, sometimes you've got to be upfront about what you want. Leah sends a flirty wink your way. This test is definitely going to shake things up. I wonder what kind of compatibility test it will be. Like, will we have to do activities? Or will it be a straight quiz? Whatever it is, I just hope it leads me to the right person. Same here. You feel all the boys' eyes on you, and the girls take notice. Ouch. Are we gonna stand around all day, or are we gonna go and get glam for this test? Something tells me a show-stopping outfit is going to be essential. We followed the girls to the dressing room, filled with anticipation about the upcoming test. You all bound. They keep saying this, like you all bound into the dressing room and make a baseline for the closet. I'm actually so excited for this. I feel like I'm going to end up with my perfect match. You better hope that's true because I reckon whoever's left single is gonna get dumped. Talk about bringing down the vibes, Eve. But I'm not even worried about that. There's no way on earth I'll be left single. I will laugh so hard if Eve gets voted off here because this is just like a bad manifestation happening for her. Karma and manifestation are acting together and she gets voted off because she has bad vibes. Zen and I have too much chemistry for that to happen. I've definitely noticed your connection. Sorry, he's more into me, or I'm not sure you two work. I find that if you're thinking about like a fling or a situationship or something like that, they would make sense. However, if you're thinking about a long-term relationship like Zen seems to be thinking about, then 100% this is not going to work out. I don't want to say he's more into me because I don't want him to be into me, so I'm just going to say I'm not sure that you two work. You know what? I'm not sure you two work. What? How could you even say that? Our chemistry is phenomenal, Mel. You shrug your shoulders. I just don't see it. Well, I'm sure this test will prove you wrong. Okay, that's fine. I don't know why you're going all in for Zen, Eve. We've only just got here. Literally anything can happen. If I was you, I wouldn't close yourself off just yet, especially when no one else is. I totally get that, but I can't ignore the sparks between me and Zen. If I don't end up most compatible with him, I will be shook. I'm kind of open to being surprised by my match, but part of me thinks I might be most compatible with a girl. Your eyes briefly lock with Leah's. I love you all, but could you put a sock in it so we can just get out there? Yes, let's pull out all the stops, ladies. If you don't want to be lonely at the fire pit, you better have an outfit that turns heads. I think I might have the perfect thing. Ooh, girl, that is cute. You do a spin and watch the girl's jaws drop. Wow. You have to wear that. It's stunning. You know what? I don't want to go through my gems too quickly, but I know they're going to put me in something but ugly and it's going to be a real problem. So we're going to wear it. I don't care anymore. I'm only going to choose gem choices that seem like they would make a huge difference. This one, I don't know what the compatibility test would be. Knowing Love Island, I feel like the compatibility test isn't necessarily going to be a quiz, you know? So don't worry, Leah, I'm definitely wearing this. Someone needs to call the fire department because you are smoking, Mel. Took the words right out of my mouth, Candace. Thanks, girls. I think we'll struggle to beat Mel's fit, but we better get changed. Okay, I know that Candace has this print in a bikini. It looks so much better as a combo set here. I do like Leah's as well. It kind of gives me like Princess Jasmine vibes. However, for the vibe of everyone else that's going on, it doesn't seem like that would be something that someone would wear to the same event. So, I want to see Eve's. Your phone buzzes with a text. Islanders, please make your way to the fire pit for the compatibility test. Hashtag perfect match. Hashtag who's the one. Let's go. You and the girls excitedly rush out of the dressing room. Oscar, what is that? What is that fit? Yet again, we kind of look like we're going to the beach together, so that's actually kind of cute. I feel like me and Andre do not match at all here. Like if we showed up to a party together, this would not make sense. Um, but like my bikini underneath my white shirt matches with Oscar's shorts, his white top, my white top. Oh, and then my hair is kind of like a warm brown tone, like a chest, like a roast, not even a roast chestnut. I'm trying to think of like a good comparison. Maybe like a walnutty brown. Regardless, not the point. But then his like auburn hair, like it looks kind of similar. Like it's like that similar like warmth. So like we match really well. Whoa, Mel, you look amazing. Thanks, Oscar. You feel the other boy's eyes on you too. You really went all out. I love it. Zane is eating. He is eating with this fit. I don't understand why people are starting to wear keys on their belt loops. That's weird to me. Like I feel like you would do this if you went like hiking or something like that. Like I could understand it then. But he doesn't need any keys right now. We're in a villa. You don't have a car here. Like you don't have a house key obviously. So like him wearing keys on his belt doesn't make any sense, but whatever. Oh wow. Okay, so I love her top. Don't like the cheetah print pants. But truth be told, I don't really like prints very well. Like it's not like, I would never wear any busy prints especially, but they kind of match. I would say she actually matches with Andre a lot more because I find that his like black wash denim is, doesn't match well with her printed pants. But because Andre is wearing all black and not like a wash denim, but he's wearing like jet black from head to toe, it would match her more. But what are you drooling over, Zane? Zen gives you a wink before turning away. Suddenly, Oscar's phone buzzes with a text. Boys, it's time for you to take the compatibility test. Please make your way to the beach hut. See you soon, girls. Oscar gives you a lingering look before heading off with the boys. Any guesses on who you will be most compatible with who? Eve opens her mouth to speak and Candace cuts her off. We all know you think you'll be most compatible with Zen, Eve. I was going to say I'm interested to hear what everyone thinks actually. Lies. You know what I keep thinking about? How compatible me and Zen are? He rolls her eyes before continuing. You and me both, girl. No, do you think the boys will answer the test based on what they think we'll say? What do you mean? Like, try and rig it so they end up with the girl they fancy the most. Well, I think Andre will answer honestly. I think I could see Oscar trying to answer the way that he thinks that I will answer personally. Zen, I feel like Zen is just so proud of the person he is that he would just stay with what he thinks. So I think that Oscar would be the only one that I would concern myself doing that. So I'll say I'm not sure what they'll do. I'm not sure to be honest. I don't think they do anything like that, and I definitely wouldn't want to end up with someone who rigged a compatibility test. Same, that's messed up. Judge me if you want, but I think it's romantic. Of course you do. I'll tell you what's not romantic. Standing at the fire pit all on your lonesome. Okay, what is up with this girl? Like, get her out of here. I almost want to, like, try to be with Zen for the sake of her leaving. Like, I don't want her here. Why do you keep bringing that up, Leah? Sorry, but we can't just ignore the possibility that a single girl could be getting dumped. Oh, Leah said that. I thought Eve said that. Oh, Leah. Nope, I don't want to hear this. Candace moves away from Leah and Eve as they keep talking and gestures for you to join her. When it's just you and her, she whispers to you quietly. Instead of thinking about the worst, I want to know a secret. A secret? Yeah, which boy do you hope you're most compatible with? I don't even want to tell her, to be honest. Like, honestly, personally, I'm okay with being matched with either Andre or Oscar, but I know if I say Oscar, she's gonna get really upset. And to not listen to it, like, I do really like Andre though. Like, he definitely fits my vibe, like I've said. So we're gonna say Andre. I hope I'm most compatible with Andre. Interesting. I guess we'll find out if you are soon enough. Your phone pings with a text. Girls, it's time for you to take your compatibility test. Mel, you're up first. Please make your way to the beach hut. You hurry towards the beach hut with the girls following close behind. You take a seat in the beach hut chair, and your phone immediately pings with a text. Mel, you will be asked 5 questions to determine which boy you're most compatible with. The first question is, out of these 3 options, what do you value the most? Quality time, words of affirmation, or physical touch? For me personally, out of these 3, physical touch is absolutely bottom of the list. I don't need someone to be all over me. I don't need your hands all over me all the time. I do love a good cuddle. Don't get me wrong. I do love a good handhold while we're watching a movie, but I don't need you physically all over me. Like, that's not how I feel or show love. It's just nice to have that. Words of affirmation. I do feel uncomfortable sometimes with compliments. I don't know why. I just do. I feel like I didn't really get complimented a lot. Like everything is just like so like I'm just so hard on myself that like I don't really believe anything. So when people say it to me, I feel like they always want something. Like I don't know why I'm like that, but I am. So I'm gonna say quality time. It is like my number one. Like I talk about love languages with people all the time when I'm going on dates with them or talking with them because it's important for them to know how you love and how you receive love as well as how they feel loved and how they receive how they try to portray love because you need to know like the way that you and your partner are you could have the best chemistry in the world but if you're not showing that you love them in the way that they need to know that they're loved then it's not going to work out. Like if the person that you're with needs words of affirmation and you're not giving them words of affirmation and you're constantly giving them gifts or spending quality time with them and thinking that's enough, it's not how they feel loved. You need to adjust the way that you show love to the way that they feel loved. You know what I mean? So, anyway, topic for another time. I think it has to be quality time. You can say all the right things, but your actions are so much more important. I want a partner who's present. Facts. And who wants to spend time together. Like for me, like you can be in the same room and do things that are completely different, and that's enough for me. Like if even if like they want to play video games or I want to play video games, just having them in the room is so much more enjoyable than just being alone but then spending like a little bit of time together each day and you guys are cuddling or whatever. Like it's so much more enjoyable to feel comfortable with sitting with someone even if you're not talking. You know what I mean? So just so much more intimate to me. You type in your answer and press send. Your phone buzzes with another text. The second question is, what is your biggest turn on? You quickly think about your answer. Dirty talk, roleplay, eye contact. If thinking about turning on, eye contact doesn't do a whole much. This is weird. um, Dirty talk or roleplay? I'm gonna say roleplay. Like I find like if you're gonna do something, like it's kind of weird to just not have like no scenario. You know what I mean? Like it's just like it doesn't have to be, a like a dramatic role playing scenario. But like you can still like role play as yourself. You know what I mean? Like I'm thinking like if you're thinking over text and stuff like that would be much more, you know, turn on. Um but then it's like well that could also be just be like dirty talk if you're thinking like if you're role playing as yourself then it's like dirty talk. I'll just say dirty talk, it's fine. Broad. It's a very broad category. I love it when I'm with someone and they tell me all the things they want us to do and everything they've been imagining. It doesn't get much harder than that. See, like if you're thinking about texting, then yeah, that makes sense to me. You send in your answer to the second question, and it's not long before you receive another text. The third question: what do you value most in a person? You lean back in the beach hut chair as you decide your answer, their honesty, their sense of humor, or their intelligence. I love a man who's honest, but to me, being honest and being trustworthy is a bare minimum. So, like, to me, that's not like it is something that I value, but everyone should be honest. So, like, to me, like, it's crazy when people aren't. But, like, if you're thinking about like what you value most, like, I really like a man with high intelligence. I find it really sexy. I gotta go with honesty. It's a baseline for me. If you're not honest, there's no relationship to me. So, honesty. I value a person's honesty above everything else. If a person isn't honest, then it can be hard to build trust with them. Exactly. It's hard to build a relationship on someone who with someone who isn't honest. If you can't trust them, you can't like they're not never going to be honest with you, then you can't have a relationship. You can't trust them at all. Fourth question is, what is the biggest red flag a person can have? Love bombing, ghosting people, or being arrogant. I hate arrogance. Um, but there's nothing worse to me than people who love bomb because they make you feel so important on day one, and then over time they can't keep up this love bombing. So eventually this dissipates, and the reason that you fell in love with someone is completely different than the way they actually are. And to me, that's just like a trickery thing, like in a emotional manipulation kind of thing. So love bombing. If someone's love bombing, that's a big no-no for me. I value my space, and I couldn't cope with someone who didn't want to give me that. You send off your response. Only one question left. What's the best foundation for a strong relationship? Physical attraction, emotional connection, same sense of humor. Your physical attraction to someone can change over time, and because vanity fades as times go by, if you don't have an emotional connection, then it won't last. You'll eventually be like, well, I'm not no longer attracted to my partner. Why am I even with this person? If you can't connect with them, then it doesn't make any sense. Um the same sense of humor I do think is important, but humor isn't everything in a relationship. Like I find like if you're thinking about what's like the foundation of a relationship, like I would say humor is an aspect of a relationship that you should have something that's complementary or in common. You don't need to have the same sense of humor, but if you understand each other's humor, then it's okay. So I'm gonna say emotional connection. There has to be a strong emotional connection. Without that, I don't think a relationship can last. You need a connection deeper than just physical attraction. You type in your final answer and receive a text. Mel, your compatibility test is now complete. The results of everyone's tests will be revealed at the fire pit soon. You leave the beach hut, eager to find out the results. On your walk, you spot Leah chilling on the swing set. Hey Mel, I was wondering where you went. She pats the seat next to her and you join her on the swing set. I was hoping we'd get a chance to talk 101. You were? Of course. You definitely know how to make an impression, Mel. I love how you've come in and fully shaken everything up. You've kept us all on our toes, that's for sure. Leah's eyes move over every inch of you. Yeah, you've definitely made an impression. Your sexy facts made me look at you in a whole new light. Going all the way next to a waterfall is seriously hot. Our kiss was pretty hot too. Your fact was even hotter. I don't remember what it was. Now that I think about it, what was her fact? Because she had two. I know one was a model. I think she won a swimsuit modeling contest or something like that. Or was that one of the boys? Oh, no, it was her. But Oscar read the card and he kissed me, and then it was actually Leah. And then Leah said, no, it was actually me, Oscar, but I completely understand why you would say Mel because Mel is hot, whatever. But we'll say she's hotter, whatever. I don't know, Leah. I think your fact is hotter. I'm flattered, but I have to disagree. You hear the sound of the boys laughing nearby. Are you hoping the test couples you up with someone in particular? Leah bites her lips as she thinks. I know I'm with Oscar right now, but I can't pretend I haven't been clicking with Andre. Girl, back off. There was a clear spark between us from day one. That being said, a bombshell like you could definitely turn my head. And I don't even need a test to know how compatible we are. But the question is, are you feeling what I am? Now I have to make a decision. Do I see, like, this is where it gets a little bit confusing now, because Leah, I feel like if I say that we should be friends, it's me and her battling it out for Andre, and then Andre will choose either me or her, and she might get voted off. Like, that's how I feel, but I don't want to say I'm definitely feeling it, and then for us to just, like, couple up with Andre or Oscar, and then just leave her to the wind. I hate that this, like, decision came so quickly. I mean, she's super cute, though. We'll just say we're feeling it. Okay, fine. I'm definitely feeling a connection here. Glad to hear it, Mel. You feel the sexual tension creeping up between you. A text pings on yours and Leah's phones. Islanders, it's time to hear the results of your compatibility test. Please make your way to the fire pit. You and Leah rush to the fire pit. You and Leah walk over to the fire pit and join the others. I swear I'd barely answered the last question when I got the text to come over to the fire pit. Lucky for some, I feel like I've just been twiddling my thumbs for ages. Does wolfing down a giant sandwich count as twiddling your thumbs? Eve shoves Oscar playfully. Oscar's phone pings with a text. Islanders, the compatibility results are in, and you'll now be recoupled with the person you're most compatible with. Hashtag perfect match. Hashtag scores are in. This should be interesting. Oscar's phone pings again, and he reads the text out loud. Oscar, your test results revealed that you're most compatible with Candace. You are now coupled up. Eve. I had a feeling it might go that way. Candace skips over to Oscar and wraps up in a warm hug. Oh, I thought this was Zen. I thought it was Zen reading this, and I was like, that's hilarious. You two look great together. This is a recipe for disaster. Or Leah and Zen, how do you feel? Honestly, I don't even feel like they look great together. But I'm not going to say it's a recipe for disaster. So I'm going to say, Leah and Zen, how do you feel? Zen shrugs. We all knew this test could shake up the couples, and to be honest, I'd rather be with the person I'm most compatible with. No offense, Oscar. None taken. A text rings out from the other side of the fire pit. It's mine. And it says, the test revealed I'm most compatible with Leah. Oh boy, here we go. And we're now a couple. Andre walks over to Leah and they share a warm embrace. As they hug, he can't help but look over at you with a look of longing in his eyes. Before you can react to the new couple, you hear Zen's phone ring. Ah, two girls left and only one guy. Zen looks down at his phone and his face lights up. Zen, you're most compatible with Eve and you're now a couple. What? This is insane. Eve rushes over to Zen and kisses him. I knew we were compatible. But you guys, that means that no one was compatible with Mel. I wonder if this means you'll be dumped, Mel. Eve? I swear I will take out my non-existent earrings and fight you, girl. Like, seriously. No way, that can't happen. Your phone pings with a text silencing the group. Islanders, the compatibility test recoupling is now over. Mel, you're still single, but a twist is coming soon. ... Hashtag twist incoming. Hashtag what's next. Wait, what does that mean? Maybe Mel will get to steal one of the boys. Now that would be a twist. Whilst everyone speculates about the text, Andre approaches you. You know, I really thought I'd be most compatible with you. So did I. To be honest, so did I. Yeah, I was surprised by the result too. I didn't expect to still be single right now. I just wish I knew why the test didn't put us together. Your phone buzzes with another text cutting the conversation. I really hope this isn't a dumping announcement. Mel, as the only single islander, you have the chance to find out the exact scores and all the details of the compatibility test. Text back yes for the juicy intel. Hashtag in the know, hashtag tea time. Oh my god, Mel, you need to find out all the tea. Andre leans over to whisper to you. I'd really love to know how we missed out on being coupled up. So the thing is, I know this is a gem option, and I'm 100% going to do it because I'm actually curious if the guys slash girls actually change their answers the way that they thought that this person was going to respond. Because these girls had very clear intentions on who they wanted to be compatible with. So I have a feeling that there's some shenanigans going on here. Will you find out? Absolutely yes. We will be finding out. I'm going through all my gems here, but I don't really care at the moment. I'm definitely going to find out. You text yes and wait for your phone to ping again. I'm so excited to hear this. Same, I can't wait to hear how compatible me and Zen are. Maybe I don't want to tell you. After a few moments, your phone texts with a text. Phone buzzes with a text. Everyone moves closer as you read it out. Andre and Leah got 5 out of 5 matches in the compatibility test. What? Whoa, talk about a perfect match. Yeah, 5 out of 5 is pretty impressive. Yeah, it is impressive. I'm not going to say it's a fluke, because, like, who knows? Andre leans over so only you can hear him. These results aren't everything, Mel. Hello, Mel. What about the rest of us? Don't leave us in suspense. You look down at the text with the results and read Oscar and Candace's score. Oscar and Candace also got 5 out of 5 matches. Called it. Your medal's in the post, Oscar. How did me and Eve do, Mel? You and Eve got 4 out of 5 matches. 4 out of 5 isn't bad. I'd be happy with that. It's basically perfect. It's not 5 out of 5, though. Zen rolls his eyes at Oscar. Is that all the scores? Are there no results for you, Mel? You scroll to the bottom of the text and see one more set of results. It says me and Andre got 4 out of 5 matches. Just one away from being a perfect match. I wonder what we didn't line up on. Your phone vibrates with the text and you read it out. It says the red flag question was the only one we didn't match on. I thought they were all red flags, so if you look at it that way, we got 5 out of 5. Brag that you're such a strong match. Ask what his red flag was. I don't even remember what my red flag was. I don't even remember the options. What was your red flag? People that ghost. I don't think that's ever cool to do. I understand. Yeah, like, oh yeah, right, because I chose love bombing. I don't like love bombing because it's very manipulative and it's very deceptive on the way that somebody actually is. Because you're not going to love bomb for the entire relationship. So the fact that like you're gonna act differently to get someone and then change it up, it's not right to do that. Like somebody should love you for who you are, not who you want them to perceive you to be. Which is why, to me, it's the biggest red flag out of the 3. We're so similar, Andre. Not to cut this riveting convo short, but there was a compatibility question I really wish we'd been asked. What was the question? Would you prefer to live in the city or the countryside? Easy, the countryside. Seriously? Yeah, what's wrong with that? I'd choose the opposite. Oh. Andre, didn't you tell me that's where Mel said she wanted to live? I did mention that, yeah. Seems you and Mel are more compatible when it comes to big life decisions. My gosh. Do I flirt with Andre, wind up Leia, wind up Leah, or flirt with her, or do I just call it a night? We're gonna flirt with him. Messy, messy, messy. Because we should have been matched with Andre. To me, I feel like she changed her answers to match him. Just saying. Shall we start planning the house decor, Andre? Since we're already on the same page about where we're living. Before Andre can answer, Leah interrupts. Is anyone else ready for bed? Everyone follows Leah as she walks towards the bedroom. Andre hangs back. I'm really looking forward to getting to know you more, Mel. Andre gives you a flirty wink as you head inside. You walk into the bedroom and climb into bed alone. You look out at all the new couples. Zen has his arm around Eve. Oscar and Candace are laughing about something. And in the bed next to you, Leah is talking to Andre, but he keeps looking your way. Zen claps his hands together, stealing the focus. Eve, are we playing this game or what? What game? Truth or dare, but obviously we couldn't start without you, Mel. Why not? One, that would be super rude, but more importantly, I thought you could use a fun game considering the circumstances. Oh, because Mel's the only single Pringle? I wasn't going to say it straight out, but yeah. This is the opposite of a distraction. Thanks, I could use the distraction, or let's just play. Let's play. I'm so up for a game of Truth or Dare, let's play. I knew you'd say that. This is gonna be fun, I can feel it. I just got flashbacks. I've just got flashbacks to playing Truth or Dare at sleepovers, and sitting on a pile of cushions and quilts on the floor. Ah, memories. We're so doing that. Eve grabs her quilt off the bed and yanks the pillow from behind Zen's head. A warning would have been nice. The others follow suit, and soon the floor looks comfortable and cozy. Add your quilt and pillows. We're going to use our own. We're not going to use other people's. You get in on the action and pull your quilts and pillows off the bed. You join the others on the floor and find yourself sat right beside Andre. His arm brushes yours. You briefly lock eyes. All right, I want to go first. Mel, give me a dare. What should I dare you to do? Carry me across the room or carry Candace across the room? He can carry Candace. I don't care at this point. I dare you to carry Candace across the room. Starting off easy. I'm not mad at it. Oscar stands up and effortlessly lifts Candace off the ground. He walks across the room and stops at the door. I say we keep this going. What do you mean? Oscar doesn't say anything. He just opens the bedroom door and walks up with Candace in his arms. Are they coming back? After a couple of minutes, Oscar walks back in, carrying Candace in his arms. You were so extra for that. Where did you go? Just popped out to the lawn, saw the stars, had a little chat. Again, very extra. You love it. Oscar delicately places Candace back on the pile of pillows of quilts. Who's going next? I have a dare for Eve if she's up for the challenge. Bring it on. I dare you to give an Islander of your choice your best chat pickup line. There's only one person here I'd ever be chatting up, and that's you, Zen. She moves closer to him and leans in, whispering something in his ear. Whoa. Eve moves back and eyes Zane up. I keep saying Zane and then Zen and then Zane and then Zen. So we're just gonna have to, unfortunately, deal with my mistakes. So would that work on you? Without question. What the heck did she say? Yeah, I need to know because I've never seen Zen look so frustrated. I think we'll keep that between us. Well, I do have something I can share with the group. I have a dare for Zen. But what if I wanted a truth? I really don't think you know how this game works. It's more fun this way. Don't spoil it. Fine. What's the dare then? I dare you to whisper something naughty to a girl who's not your partner. That's a dare and a half. Yeah, it's a bit much, Candace. It's just a bit of fun, so who are you picking, Zen? Zen makes a beeline for you and whispers in your ear. You look smoking hot right now. Melanie looks hot too. We're not gonna egg on that ego. Roll your eyes at him. That's too rude. We're just gonna thank him for the compliment. Thanks, Zen. That was nice of you to say. Just being honest, no thanks necessary. What did you say? Can't be breaking the rules. The dare was to whisper to Mel, not announce what I said to the group. You can tell Eve isn't satisfied with that answer. Oh, I have a great truth for Leah. It better not cause drama, Andre. Who do you think shouldn't be in their couples? Exactly the opposite of what she just said. What did I just say? That's drama central. We're all adults here. I'm sure everyone can handle your honesty. Do you have an answer, Leah? Yeah, me and Andre. Bet you weren't expecting that answer when you asked, Andre. You can't be that surprised, Andre. You clearly have a thing for Mel, and it's no secret I have a thing for her too. So out of all the couples, I'd have to pick us. To be fair, everyone has a thing for Mel. No lies told. Wow, even if you both think that, you shouldn't be saying it out loud. My mom always told me honesty was the best policy. I bet she didn't expect you to say you fancy someone else in front of the person you're coupled with. See, the thing is here is I don't want to tell Eve to chill because she's just gonna pop off. I don't want to say the boys are out of line because then it makes the boys not like us. And I mean, I could tell them to leave me out of it, but then it's just like it feels like the same thing as telling them off. So we're just gonna tell Eve to chill because I already don't like Eve anyway, so it doesn't matter. Eve, you need to chill. It's really not that deep. Not to be rude, but you would say that since everyone is into you. Try and put yourself in our shoes, and maybe you'd see my point of view. The room falls into an awkward silence. Does someone want to take a turn, or I'll take a dare from Mel. Kiss the cheek of who you're most attracted to, or jump in the pool with the hottest boy. See, she's either going to be kissing Oscar's cheek, or she's going to jump in the pool with Oscar. Like that's what's going to happen here. So you know what? They can jump in the pool. Candace hops up and drags Oscar out of the room with her. She didn't even wait for us to come with. You hear a splash, and moments later, a wet Candace and Oscar walk into the bedroom laughing. Go back upstairs! Upstairs! Go see Mom! You're dripping everywhere. Here. Eve throws Candace and Oscar a towel, and they quickly dry off. That was a great one. Who's next? Wait, you still haven't had a turn, Mel. And since you gave me such a great one, I'm gonna let you pick. You want a truth or a dare? Everyone's doing dares. The only one, I feel like if I said truth, she's gonna ask me if I was to couple up with any of the guys, which one would it be? Dare could be interesting. I feel like everyone's doing dare. Let's just do dare. I'll take a dare. Gosh, I can't think of one right now. I have one. I dare you to give someone a lap dance. I'll give it to Andre. I will. I should have done it to Zen just to piss off Eve, but we'll do it to Andre. Fancy a dance? There's no way I'm turning that down. You lead Andre to one of the beds and he sits down on the edge. His eyes stay fixed on you as you dance to your own beat. Your hands caress your body as your hips sway. You spin around and sit on Andre's lap. You wind your waist and move your body against his. The others look on with jaws dropped completely in awe. You do one final bounce on Andre's lap and end the dance. That was amazing. I know. What do you think? Do I end the game on a high? I love the dance, but the game's not over yet. I never had a turn. I've got a dare for you, lad. Zen jumps up and goes over to his bed and comes back holding a can of squirty cream. Andre, I dare you to ask a girl of your choice. I assume this is whipped cream in a can, right? Andre, I dare you to ask a girl of your choice to lick some cream off of you. Why do you just have squirty cream in your bed? Sometimes you need a snack, Andre. Andre takes the bottle of cream and shakes it up. He squirts some onto his pecs. He looks between you and Leah. Volunteer. Volunteer. I'd happily help you with your dare. How could I say no to that? Snoozy lose, babe. You change positions so you're sitting right in front of Andre. You lean forward and lick the cream off his chest, taking your time to remove every drop. Now that's how you end a game of truth or dare. The sexual tension between you two is hard to ignore. Time for bed, I think? You all grab your quilts and pillows and head back to the bed. Sorry, Andre, but there's no way you're getting into this bed. Guess my dare put you in the doghouse, Andre. Actually, it's because Andre is sticky from the cream, and I don't want that in the bed. Not everything has to be drama, Zen. Phew, I thought you were seriously mad at me for a second. Andre leaves to shower and decides to grab a glass of water before bed. You're walking down the corridor when Andre calls out to you from the bathroom. Hey, Mel, can I talk to you for a second? You walk into the bathroom and find Andre leaning against the shower door. What's up? He steps closer and looks deep into your eyes. This whole day has made me realize something important. What's that? That you're probably the person I have the most chemistry with. He moves even closer, leaving only a breath of space between you. I'm not surprised everyone in this villa has a thing for you. You command attention, light up a room, and you're so beautiful it's distracting. I mean, you're distracting me from showering as we speak. You feel the heat rising between you as he looks you up and down, his eyes full of desire. Do you feel like joining me? For your shower? Yeah, something tells me it would be 10 times better with you. So what do you think? I don't have the gems for this. Hold on a second. I bought some more gems because if we don't do stuff like this, unfortunately, I feel like we're kind of gonna get left in the doghouse. And I do really like Andre. I find that we vibe really well, so we're gonna join him. Sorry, Leah. Sucks to suck, babe. I think I'd love to join you in the shower, Andre. I was hoping you'd say that. We should probably get out of our clothes. Ask Andre to help you get undressed, or don't ask. That's a little much to me, so we're not gonna ask him. Good idea. You slowly peel off your clothes as Andre watches on, mesmerized. Are you just gonna stare or get undressed? It's hard not to look. You're stunning. Andre takes off his clothes and walks into the shower. You follow behind him and turn on the tap. The water falls from above, wrapping you both in its steamy warmth. Andre steps closer to you. You watch the water run down his chest, his abs glisten, and you can't help but stare. I'm beginning to think we shouldn't have come in here. How come? Because now I'm in here with you, I'm never going to want to leave. We're going to miss the next recoupling. His eyes are electric with a playful spark as he lightly traces some loose hair behind your ear. His touch sends goosebumps charging up your back. How's the water? Shall I turn it up a notch? Turn it up some more. Do it. I love a hot shower. I'm always ready for more heat. Turn it up. He reaches behind him and gently eases the hot up a notch. Immediately, the space between you fills with essentially thick layer of steam. The glass is really fogging up. Andre turned to the fogged up glass and draws a big love heart in the middle before filling it with your and his initials. Aww, that's so adorable and so unexpected for him. Much better. What do you think? Put an arrow through the heart. No! Put some kisses in the heart, rub it out. Put some kisses in it. That was so adorable. It's not quite finished. You draw a handful of kisses within the heart before turning to face him with a wanting smile. Is that your way of asking for a kiss? You eye him longingly for a moment, the air thick with warm steam. There's an unmistakable cheeky grin spreading across his lips. He reaches one hand past you to grab the soap. He doesn't break his gaze as he squeezes the soap into his hand, bubbles bloom and run down the drain. Take the soap and wash yourself, take the soap and wash him. Suggest you wash each other. Consent is always key, babes, so we're gonna suggest that we wash each other. I have an idea. Why don't we wash each other? Stop reading my mind, Mel. You gently take the bottle from his hand and gently pour its contents onto your palm. The fruity aroma floods through the shower. You sensually glide the soap up his arm and along his neck. Bubbles glisten as they drip down his strong chest. You follow the path of bubbles and caress your soapy hands along his hard abs. His breath grows heavy from your touch. Your eyes stay fixed on his as you continue to playfully massage the soap along his body. You never knew a shower could be this hot. You playfully push the soap bottle into his chest. My turn. Andre eagerly pours the soapy liquid into his hands and glides it along your stomach. He makes circular motions as he moves it higher. With each stroke of his palm, you feel his desire for you mounting. I could get used to the smell. Enjoying it? This is by far the best shower I've ever had in my life. The soap bottle drops in the space between you, but neither of you move to pick it up. Andre smiles softly as his eyes momentarily drops to your lips. Andre moves to kiss you, but stops himself, waiting for permission. Kiss him. We're kissing him. You put your arm around Andre's neck and pull him close. Your body presses into him as his lips find yours. You hear nothing but the sound of the water around you and the heaviness of your breath. His hands hold you firmly as the kiss deepens. The steam wraps you up in a cloud of warmth as your wet skin glides against his. I could easily stay here forever. And even though we're not coupled up, I want you to know you're always on my mind, Mel. I am? How could you not be? You're the whole package. And I know for a fact, when I go to sleep tonight, I'll be dreaming about you. We'll say so will I. I was gonna, ask him about the dream, but I think so will I is cute. We've got something in common, because I'll be dreaming about you too. We really are a good match, Mel. Makes me care even less about the compatibility test results. Because clearly we're compatible. Leah is a great girl, but there's no denying what we have. And if it were up to me, today would have gone differently. But until we get the chance to be together, the thought of being with you won't leave my mind. Same here. Kiss him. Keep your feelings private. Kiss him. We're going to kiss him again. Moved by Andre's words, you take his face in your hands and pull him into you. Your lips meet and you kiss him soft and tender. His hands wrap around your waist and he loses himself in you, kissing you deeply like it's the last kiss you'll share. I really hope we can do this again. Before you can respond, you hear voices on the other side of the door. Andre lowers his voice to a whisper. Wait, who's that? You get out of the shower and change back into your clothes while you eavesdrop. You're such a good kisser. You hear a girl giggle in response. It sounds like Oscar and Candace are getting on well. But then again, we're in the Love Island villa, so it could be another girl. No way. There's no way Oscar would be sneaking around with someone else. Maybe you're right, but nothing would surprise me in this villa. But honestly, I wouldn't surprise if it was one of the other girls. I would not be surprised. We're never too far from drama or a plot twist. But we can just open the door and find out for sure. You open the bathroom door and there's no one there. Huh. Wonder where they went. Maybe somewhere more private, or they went back to bed, which is calling my name to be honest. But if you ever want to stay up late again and hit the shower, I'll be there in a heartbeat. Noted. You and Andre head out to the bedroom. You settle into your own bed and catch Andre's eyes as he climbs into his. Blow him a kiss. You blow Andre a kiss and he winks in response. After a quick fluff of your pillows, you lay down to sleep. It feels like you barely slept and you woken up by movement in the bedroom. You squint in the dark trying to make out what's going on. And we're agreed no one can know about this? 100%. You try to make out who's talking, but you can't see anything. The mysterious pair sneaks out of the room. You lay back down to wonder who was sneaking out of the room, but it's not long before your eyes feel heavy and you drift off to sleep. If you're really that curious, I would have gotten out of bed. If I didn't know who it was, I would have checked the beds to see who's not in bed. But to me, 100%, I will not put it past Eve to be trying to make out with someone else, to be honest. So you stretch out in bed as the others stir awake around you. Morning, Mel. Morning. How did everyone sleep? I slept really well. I had an amazing dream about a shower. You dream a dream about a shower? That sounds dull. Nope, nothing dull about this dream. He winks at you. Can we all just take in the fact Mel's still here? Yeah, yesterday could have easily ended up with you being dumped. It's great you're still here though. In fact, I think we should celebrate with a bang breakfast. Cooked entirely by the boys? Of course. You all jump out of bed, excited for breakfast. You and the girls were chatting whilst the boys put the finishing touches on your breakfast. I don't want to rush you lads, but you could hear my stomach rumbling from space. I was wondering what that noise was. Andre walks over and puts your breakfast down in front of you. Can I get you a hot drink as well? Absolutely a latte. I don't like black coffee. I'm okay with tea. Cappuccinos are my favorite, but a latte's fine. Coming right up. I get Mel's a cutie. But her getting breakfast and a drink order before me is criminal. I'm still your partner after all, Andre. Yours is coming right up, Leah. Andre goes to make your drink and grabs Leah breakfast. Zen and Oscar put plates down in front of their partners. Bon appetit, ladies. This looks amazing. Thanks, Zen. Why didn't he just bring over my breakfast with Leah's? Why did he do them separately? That's so weird. And here's your latte, Mel, and your breakfast, Leah. Thank you. You all tuck into your food. This is nice. Everyone in their most compatible couples eating a brilliant breakfast. We really outdid ourselves, boys. We did, and yeah, I agree. These couples are pretty solid. Yeah, if Leah thinks one of them isn't. Even if Leah thinks one of them isn't, sorry. Moving on. You can hear the dogs upstairs. I'm so sorry. As you're sipping your latte, the memory of being woken up last night comes rushing back to you. Oh, who was sneaking around in the bedroom last night? I was out like a light last night. I didn't hear anything. I noticed 2 wet towels by the bedroom door. Did any of you fancy a midnight swim? No one says anything. Okay, this is kind of shady now. Your phone. Okay, so to me, I feel like it could have been Oscar and Eve. Like, what? Sneaking out for a midnight swim is just Oscar's thing? Like, because he did that with us at the sleepover villa. And we heard Oscar talking to somebody. We assumed that it would be Oscar and Candace. But if Candace was sleeping and she was out like a light, Eve, I put nothing past Eve, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was Eve and Oscar, to be honest. Your phone buzzes with a text, cutting through the awkward tension. Mel, your compatibility test didn't cup you up with any of the boys, but a new bombshell took the test, and the results are in. You're a perfect match. So there's a bombshell who's your perfect match? That's what the text said. You hear footsteps approaching from behind you as you watch the girl's expressions light up. Oh wow, now that's what I call a bombshell. I swear, sometimes they make the most nicest guys the most ugliest options on this game. Kid you not. So this man better be banging. That's all I gotta say. Mel, if this is your perfect match, you've hit the jackpot, babe. Before you spin around to see him, he starts to speak. You gasp as you hear a familiar voice calling your name. Hi, Mel. A familiar voice? A familiar voice? And this is really gonna end it all for me? When I saw someone walking into the villa, I thought it might be the pool boy getting his days mixed up. Apparently, Brandon from last season left a pair of boxers in the pool, which clogged up the filter mechanism. Well, if it was either that or the life-size um, paper mache boat I tried sailing in there over the summer break, that actually threw me off the way that it was spelled, because like we call it paper mache, but the way that it's spelled here is papier mache, because like it's French, right? But we don't really like say it as that normally. So anyway, we've invoiced Brandon for the damages. but what damage is but what damage is this hunky bombshell about to cause to the new couples, and will he be sailing off with perfect match Mel? This be spicy. If he really is that hot, good for us. However, the fact that it's a familiar voice is worrisome, because I'm worried this is gonna be like an ex or something that we don't get along with, or ended probably horribly. Um, but I mean, it might not be that. It could just be someone, like a friend from the outside, or a guy we were talking to on the outside, or an ex that we ended amicably. But I always think like the worst when it comes to these like games, because like I don't know, but I'm so curious. That was an interesting one. We got so much closer with Andre, kind of screwing over our girl a little bit. But the thing is that I found that like everything going on with Leah and Andre was kind of out of left field. Like, she didn't say a single thing about Andre the entire time leading up to the compatibility test, and then all of a sudden, after we left the compatibility test beach hut, that's when she said that she secretly really liked Andre, and that she thought that they were really compatible. Like, it felt like left field. Um so I find it really strange. I think they made it so like all the girls and guys like different people, so that not a single person was left out to make it difficult choice for the person playing the game. I appreciate that. Um, just so it's not like an easy way through the entire game. Well, nobody liked them, so obviously you would choose that choice. It forces you to make hard decisions. But we got really steamy with Andre this episode, regardless of Leah's feelings, which I'm usually a girl's girl. I don't like to do stuff like that, but like uh, it's very clear that Andre and her actually aren't really that compatible because of the way that they interact with each other in social situations. And so I felt like it was needed, especially with the way that me and Andre were going. This was kind of like the next step that we needed. I'm worried about this bombshell coming in a little bit. Not because I think that I'm gonna like him, but I don't like that we know this person. Like, it's a weird situation to me. So we'll definitely find out in the next one, episode 4. It's called Sex Synergy, so sexy energy. Um, but if you like the video, please give me a like. Please smash that subscribe button. And I really enjoy playing this game. It's so fun. I love reading in general, but just like having an interactive game that's kind of like a book and you get to see all the characters and stuff. And I love just giving my opinions and viewpoints on it. And if you like it just as much as I do, I hope you stick around for the rest of the series. And I hope to see you in the next one.